Picture this. 1066. The King of England is dead, with no heir. A power vacuum explodes across Europe, and three powerful men all believe the English throne is theirs. In Norway, you have the fearsome Viking king, Harold Hardrada. In England, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon king, Harold Godwinson. And across the Channel in Normandy, Duke William, a man who claims the late king promised him the crown. This isn't just a squabble. It's a three-way royal rumble for the soul of England, and it's about to get incredibly bloody. First, the Vikings strike. Harold Hardrada lands in the north of England, and King Harold Godwinson has to march his army over 200 miles in just a few days to meet them. At the Battle of Stamford Bridge, the English army wins a stunning, decisive victory. It seems like Harold has secured his kingdom. But here's the twist. Just 3 days later, while his army is still recovering, he gets the worst news possible. William the Conqueror has landed his massive Norman army on the south coast. Imagine Harold's dilemma. His men are exhausted, wounded, and battered from one major battle. Now they have to turn around and march another 250 miles south to face a fresh, well-equipped Norman force of cavalry, archers, and infantry. It's a nightmare scenario. But Harold doesn't hesitate. He rallies his housecarls, his elite warriors, and the local fyrd or militia, and rushes to confront the invaders. On October 14th, 1066, near a small town called Hastings, the two armies finally meet. Harold seizes the high ground on Senlac Hill, a brilliant defensive move. His men form a near-impenetrable shield wall, a classic Anglo-Saxon tactic. It's a wall of wood, steel, and pure grit. The Normans, fighting uphill, are at a huge disadvantage. The battle rages all day. William orders his archers to fire, but the arrows just bounce off the high-held shields. He sends his knights charging up the hill, but they crash against the shield wall and are beaten back time and time again. The Normans are getting slaughtered. Panic starts to spread through their ranks. A rumor flashes through the lines. William is dead. The Norman army begins to break and run. It looks like it's over. But then, William does something incredible. He rips off his helmet, rides through his fleeing troops, and yells, "Look at me! I live, and by God's grace I shall conquer!" His men rally. The battle is back on. But William knows a direct assault won't work. He needs a plan, and that's when he unleashes one of the most famous and riskiest military tricks in history: the feigned retreat. He orders a group of his knights to charge the shield wall and then pretend to panic and flee. It's a massive gamble. If the English hold their discipline, the plan fails. But after hours of brutal fighting, some of the less experienced English militiamen can't resist. They see a chance to chase down the fleeing enemy and finish them off. They break formation, shouting in victory, and charge down the hill. It's a fatal mistake. The moment the English break their line, William springs his trap. The fleeing Norman knights suddenly turn around, joined by fresh cavalry reserves who'd been waiting for this exact moment. They surround the exposed English soldiers and cut them to pieces. William repeats this devastating tactic 2 more times. Each time, more English soldiers are lured from the safety of the shield wall and annihilated. The Great Wall begins to crumble. As dusk begins to fall, the battle reaches its climax. With the shield wall weakened, William orders his archers to fire high. A rain of death falling from the sky over the shields and into the men behind them. According to legend, it's one of these arrows that strikes King Harold Godwinson in the eye, killing him instantly. With their king dead, the English resistance finally collapses. The Norman knights surge up the hill and overrun the last of Harold's loyal housecarls, who fight to the death around their fallen king's body. The Battle of Hastings is over. William the Conqueror has won. On Christmas Day 1066, he is crowned King of England in Westminster Abbey. This one battle, won by a clever and brutal trick, didn't just decide who wore the crown. It completely changed England forever, introducing the French language, a new ruling class, and the feudal system, shaping the nation and the world we know today. Thanks for watching. If you love diving deep into history's most epic moments, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.